Okay, yeah, alright, here we go.
I'm truly sorry about everything. You're working so hard to defend me. But I was missing all day and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern.
I want to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister. I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either.
Yeah, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes. I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But, as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's stepsister Valerie ended up...
That was the case that wounded Mia so badly.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Mia Fey and Diego Armando. After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth, Dahlia even tried to kill the person who unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right. Iris, there's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Donham, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone.
There's a problem. Come to the Inner Temple right away.
I got on the snowmobile and headed for the Inner Temple. But...
The path to the Inner Temple was cut off, right?
Exactly.
We can't just leave the body here. So you've got to do this exactly as I say, got it?
It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. Staff mystic Elise always held.
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple in the snowmobile.
But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the shishito. I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it.
I see.
Defendant?
Yes?
The judge is calling you. He wants to see you in his chambers. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Alright. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you.
Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me? So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning. Oh, shit. Phoenix. Mia! How is Maya doing? Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case. I see. You don't mean she learned who released Stoneham really was? Yes. I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew. But why? Maya's stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it. What do you mean by that? I want you to figure that answer out by yourself. The trial's about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet? Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still. I think that just maybe. I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the Inner Temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means...
Hi, sorry I'm late.
Ah, finally. Your character's in front of me, so you know what to do. That the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning.
And one more thing. The victim was moved to Hazakura Temple side by a pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't have crossed the bridge. That means they were stuck on the Inner Temple side for almost an entire day.
Exactly. So the culprit was someone that wasn't in Hazakura Temple the following day.
That's as much as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win or lose.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? And who was that actually killed Misty Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me, all by myself. Fucking ironic, considering how many people are here. Oh shit, to be continued. Alright guys, we'll have to wait till next weekend. No. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Let's fucking do this. Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm gonna announce the results of the test we had performed earlier. Tests? Yes, test. On the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree. Oh yeah, that. I totally forgot about it. That's the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim. So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood or... Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on the dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial. So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. Then whose was it? Interesting. I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims. I understand, Your Honor. From what I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So, let's finish this quickly. Agreed. Very well. Please bring in the last witness. I'm assuming you're gonna take Maya here.
Yeah.
Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
My profession is, I'm the assistant at Wright & Co. Law Office.
Maya. According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Korean channeling technique.
I'm frightened. The Fae clan, I don't want any more to do with it.
Jesus. Oh, Maya. The pain the Fae bloodline causes must be unbearable. Alright. Cool with me. Alright, very well. Now then, Miss Faye. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the Inner Temple. And, you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Donem's murder. Is this correct?
I didn't see any.
Objection! Straighten up this instant, young lady.
Uh-huh.
With me just a weakling, come on, it's just your mom dying, Jesus. Pick up your head and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
But I...
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
You done it? She's fucking. You don't need to do that, Gato. But
I'm so traumatized.
witness, if you please.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
At the inner temple.
I was passing through the garden on the way to the square to Pep when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and I ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness.
So you were struck on the head. I suppose it must have been the staff. Maya, the person who hit you. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Ha! Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone. It seems it will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination. Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all. Alright, let's fucking pick her testimony apart, you know. Cause, you know. Gotta love it. Okay. Bren, since you're like the only person here that's able to talk, what do you want to do?
Oh no, Trent. Oh no. Keep looking, I guess. Someone struck me over the head. Keep looking. Are we also using Dahlia's statement? Because Dahlia said they looked each other in the eye.
Well, I mean, you want to press, because, like, I don't think there's anything contradictory yet.
I don't know. What do I... Someone struck me over the head. I don't fucking know, Trent.
Look, just tell me what statement you want to press.
I don't know!
Oh my... Alright, fine. Oh, Jesus. I'll look that up. Good Lord in heaven.
Trent, I'm sorry. I'm just like... I'm not fully here right now.
Oh, that's fucking great. Okay. You know what? No, fuck it. Fuck the fucking tutorial. Fuck everything. This is a finale. I can do this shit myself. Okay. I'm gonna press all. Hold it! Who else was on the inner temple side that night?
Well, Sister Bikini, of course. But remember her saying that Iris would be coming later as well.
The day after the incident, Edgeworth met Bikini at Hazakura Temple. That means she couldn't be the criminal. So then, did Iris actually come later like she said?
Well, let me think.
She seems confused. It's probably because she's so tired.
No, I'm sure I didn't see her. She must have come while I was preparing for the training.
Alright. Hold it! Who did it? Who hit you?
Well, I didn't see who it was. I was hit from behind.
You didn't see the person? But after that, your attacker was in front of you. How could you not see who it was?
Oh, let me think for a sec. I'm sorry. I can't remember.
Maya's really having a hard time. What should I do? Press her harder. Fuck it, why not? come on, Maya, this isn't making sense. Why didn't you see this person?
Well, let me think. It was, oh yeah, that's right. It was dark. That's it.
It was dark.
It's not going to have too much light around when someone is undergoing spiritual training.
Come to think of it, there was earlier testimony to that effect as well. So it was dark in the garden on the night of the crime. Which is why she didn't see her attacker. I thought maybe she was trying to hide something, but I guess not. Judging by the testimony thus far, the identity of the attacker was most likely the spirit that was channeled by Elise Stoneham, Dahlia Hawthorne. Very well, please continue with your testimony. What happened after you were struck on the head? Okay.
I stumbled and ended up at the...
Alright. Hold it! What happened afterwards?
My attacker was in front of me. I blocked off my escape, I think.
You think?
After getting hit like that, I was in a state of panic. There was only two things rolling in my mind at the time.
Well now, this is beginning to get interesting. Your Honor, people died. So what were the two things rolling around in your mind?
My name is Maya Fey. 1 + 1 = 2. You see, for some reasons, I was afraid I was going to lose my memory. I know it's odd considering my life was in danger, but that's how it was.
That's not odd at all. Your action's understandable given the circumstances. So what'd you do then? Okay. Hold it! You think you screamed, but you're not sure?
Listen, I was completely a wreck. It was dark. I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits.
Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes. Too much
I
information.
thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought it was my last hope.
Wow, it sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do? I press her for more details? Oh, yeah, well, last hope. Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff?
What do you mean by your last hope?
No, that's what you said. You said my last hope.
What? I said what?
Oh, jeez. Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me."
Yeah.
But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope.
Oh, well, you know. That's, like, what you do when it calls when that happens.
Maya's not doing so well up there.
Oh, yeah, oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at.
What did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. It was a person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming to for help. Ah!
Well, what is it now?
I messed up. I didn't mean to let that spill out.
Huh? Witness! Are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person?
I am, well, I meant to keep that part a secret. What have I done?
Ha! It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say.
A ton of pressure.
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber.
Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony. Oops, sorry, I burped.
I guess you have to go to the person.
Wait a minute, he said a man? I'm gonna press this. Hold it! A man? Who is this man?
Well, you see, I couldn't see.
You couldn't see. She used this excuse twice now.
Well, you know, lantern light isn't very bright. The lantern wasn't on.
Lantern light, did you say?
There's a great big stone lantern in the garden. It wasn't on. There's always light in it when an acolyte is there for training. Hey! You know what they say? Under the lantern, darkness regains. So I could see the person that was further away, but not my attacker, who was closer. Plus, there weren't any other ways for you to go at the time.
Okay, yeah, no, this is definitely,
Yeah, because the lantern wasn't on.
yeah, let me figure out what evidence that, like,
Wouldn't it be someone's statement?
yeah, I think.
It would be Sister Bikini's statement, because she stated that the lantern wasn't working. If we have somebody for that. I couldn't tell you.
Was not lit the night of the crime. Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah!
Objection! So, there was a man standing behind your attacker.
Yeah.
That man. He's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elise Stoneham, otherwise known as Misty Fey, your mother.
The killer?
Maya. You know who killed your mother, don't you? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? To be frank, Your Honor, I think she's in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed the huge problem with her testimony.
Huh? What do you mean? What problem?
Maya. On the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission.
Huh? What?
It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night! Order! Order in this court! Mr. Gatto, explain this!
Add the pureness of milk to the perfect, clear darkness of coffee. Stir. That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait.
Cafe... What are you doing? Could you just talk normal, please?
Suck my balls. Mr. Trite's words are the milk, and you are the spoon, Your Honor.
I'm a spoon? I'm no spoony bar, I'll have you know!
You must have noticed it too, Trite. This witness's mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that.
Objection! Sorry, but that's not gonna cut it.
What did you just say?
If there truly was no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony.
Nick.
May I? Recall the witness's statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described him as a man. In other words, that would have to mean that Maya actually saw our mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker!
No!
Order! 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 What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Fey saw the real killer under pitch-black conditions?
Objection! Trite, do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
Objection! There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Gatto. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him. Cover? For the man that killed her mother? There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you.
Ha! You talk a good game, right? But let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff!
No, Nick, don't. Please, stop.
Maya's dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth. All right, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you got. Who was this person that you say Miss Faye saw in the darkness? You have 100 who it is?
Man, it's a man. Who was the... Larry? No, it's not Larry.
Absolutely not.
I wish it was.
Me too. But think about it. If she could recognize him in the dark, in pitch black...
Who the fuck are you? What man was there?
There is a man in these profiles.
That's currently on, or is it in another scroll?
It's currently on. It's on the
Is it Gumshoe?
No.
Okay, no. There's another man? There's
Think
only
about
Is it Gato? No, it's gonna be Gato. It's Gato?
Well, I mean, think about it, right? You could see him in the dark, can't you?
Oh my... Why?
What twist? Take that!
Why?
Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the court would like to see it for itself how this is possible, yes? What? But how do you propose to show us something like that? It's easy. We just need to recreate the conditions of that night. Conditions? Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in the courtroom be turned off. What? This is... But it can't be.
Ha! That was a nice bit of deduction. Right.
Oh, and the plot thickens.
Why? Does it have to do with Mia?
Maybe. Well, everyone, this is the man that Maya saw on the night of the murder. Order! 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 Prosecutor Gatto, what is the meaning of this?
Gato was there?
Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it?
Ha! Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean by that?
If you got the question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night. Was it 3 glowing red lights? Well, witness, answer the question.
You're wrong. I never saw that.
Maya!
I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man. For a totally different reason.
What? Witness, Mr. Wright, what the...
Objection! Stop your chattering, Your Honor.
Chattering?
If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
You making fun of me? All right. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize until after I woke up, but...
The killer.
When I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. The torches were lit and the body was gone. And all of the snow around this lantern had been carefully cleaned up, too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed that it was a man.
So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think the killer was a man.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, no need to apologize. It's as Mr. Gatto said, you're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused.
Yeah, maybe they shouldn't be making her, I don't know, testify in court.
Yeah, but
maybe
you know, we wouldn't have a game otherwise. Also,
I know, but I feel that just Jesus, give the girl a break.
Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man. Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, I'm gonna...
When it came to, I was just lying there looking off left.
Alright,
What could it be?
statements. Okay, I don't think I see any, like, blatant contradictions. I'm gonna start pressing. Hold it! So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden, is that right?
Yes, I think. Yes, I think it happened when the victim was stabbed.
So then the person that carried you into the inner temple. It can only have been the killer.
That's what I think too.
So the killer carried Maya into the inner temple. Okay. Hold it! Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide.
I don't know.
Looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again. Oh, okay, so I have to come back to that one. Alright. Hold it! The torches were lit.
Yes, that's how I noticed the whole scene had changed.
I'm gonna say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be? The killer probably lit them to be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why'd the killer go to the effort of moving the body? That's true. It's hard to see how that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya. Very well, let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene. Okay. Hold it! So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow. It did look really odd. The snow was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern.
There was a lot of shovels around the inner temple. One second, sorry. Okay, but they're all really heavy, way too heavy for me to use.
An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away? Well, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victim's blood sprayed onto the snow?
Yeah. The area I collapsed in ended up being splattered.
In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the body, hide the bloody snow. I think that's the most reasonable explanation. Perhaps. However, there's still something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there's no need to remove that amount. That's true. He could have scooped up just the snow now was stained with blood. It looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
But I think this will help them explain them.
Okay, and... Hold it! So you're saying that you never saw the killer, right?
Yes.
Earlier, you very clearly stated that you saw a man behind your attacker.
Nick, I'm sorry.
Killer certainly went through a lot of trouble. Moving the body by pendulum, manipulating the crime scene. For what purpose? Why do all that? Maybe Maya knows more than she's letting on. Alright, now should we press this? Save it again. Alright, let's see. Okay, naturally, the killer must have done it. Yeah. Why would the killer do that? Must have been something the killer just wanted to hide.
What?
Oh.
The truth is, when I saw the crime, I felt something.
You did?
Yes, I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence from me. For my sake.
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew I was the only one in the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden...
She may have thought that you had done it. No, she definitely would have thought so. And you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think I know what the contradiction is here. But I'll see if you know it first.
Give me a hint. Lantern. There was still blood.
Yeah.
There's still blood on the thing.
And even more so, the blood was in her name, right? So,
Yeah.
if the killer really did care about her, why would he leave that? Huh? Alright. Objection! The body of Elise Stoneham was carried all the way to Hazakura's temple's courtyard. Then, at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd.
Oh? And what would that be?
You must have figured out by now, Mr. Gatto. It's the message written in blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya.
Ah!
If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern? Oh, you're right! Order! But Mr. Wright, isn't it a fact the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene? Indeed. But it doesn't make much sense to move the body or move the bloody snow. Then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing!
Objection! But if that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all the snow, but then leave the bloody writing on the lantern?
I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it. Well, then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern? The killer wrote it, but pinned the crime on Maya, or the killer didn't notice it. Hang on, first I'm gonna save. So hear me out, right? If it was either one of these options, then the killer, in fact, did not want Maya to get off, right? However, that wouldn't make sense for them to, like, move the body and all that stuff. So, ergo, this not only removes this option, but this option. However, if you think about this option... Oh, hey, Ham, what's up?
Oh, hey, I just got off work. What's up?
Okay, you know how you hate Gatto?
Yes, I hate Gatto so much.
He might be the new suspect.
Yeah, oh, dude, this is the best day ever. Oh my god. Okay, hey, Your Honor, back in the seat. This is officially the best day ever. I got my Burger King with me.
Aw. Yeah, I want fucking Burger King now. All right.
I got a Whopper, triple the meat, large fry, only ketchup.
Whopper Junior, Pinto, triple bacon Whopper.
Okay,
I'm
gonna kill you.
Anyway, so ergo, I think killer didn't notice it because he couldn't. So.
Yeah, did not notice, could not, because red visor makes things red. Prosecutor Godot, earlier in this trial, you gave me some relatively good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought.
Fuck you. The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime had occurred there. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
The
it doesn't make sense.
torches were all lit and everything. There was no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that.
Unless you're Godot and you're colorblind, you know. You're right. There is no way any, and I say this leaning at Godot, normal person would.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
I'm trying to say Mr. Godot is autistic. Anyway, there's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether.
And who would that be? Who was the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
Oh, I don't know. Me. No, Godot with red ass visor. Take that. Mr. Godot. This is what you said yesterday. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
You can't see everything. Is that correct, Mr. Gatto? Out for the entire fucking court, you know.
No, I was about to say, he's like, I told you that in confidence.
You don't be a fucking asshole, but yeah, okay.
You've been dude, you threw hot coffee at me. I don't want to hear it. This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented. Oh, this lantern! There's something written on it! What? It's written in blood! Nonsense! This lantern is as clean as a whistle. Yeah, I'm sorry for not being a good impressionist about you, Judge. I'm pretty immaculate about Godot, though.
Actually.
He's not that hard. It's not
That's
hard to
fucking
prove
suck.
Godot.
Fuck you.
You sound like a stereotypical Spaniard. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Anyway, Mr. Godot, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? You blind bitch. You can't see red on a white surface, can you? That's right. He went through this once before. During the...
Don't.
During the,
No.
poisoning... Man.
Don't fucking remind me.
This apron... This is the apron that the beautiful Miss Bride was wearing at the time. And somehow I spilled coffee on. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games with me, prosecutor! The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron! That's ridiculous! No one ever told me about a bloodstain! I'm sorry that your voice impression has just been getting lower and lower in quality, Mr. Judge.
No, I'm fine with it.
You could see the coffee on the white apron. However, you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red. Fucking idiot.
Ha! It's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them?
So then, Mr. Gatto, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern?
Hey, Gramps, didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea!
Oh, you
never-
just don't drink tea in
You just
general.
don't drink tea. You just drink coffee.
Yeah. Your Honor, idea. We pour peppermint mocha into his cup. He won't be able to see it coming. I guarantee you this. He won't be able to see it coming from a mile away.
Wonder if the fuck
I wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe that Prosecutor Godot is the murderer.
Why though?
But there's no going back now. It doesn't matter. As long as he's a prosecutor, that's all I care.
Does it have to do with Mia?
Probably. I finally figured out the truth. The truth is that we're in a video game.
He loved Mia, so I don't fucking know.
Mr. Godot, the defense at this time formally accuses, let me look, you. You are the murderer of Miss Elise, also known as Misty Faye.
So I got a question, like, if you were driving, right?
Yeah.
And you pull up to a stop sign, right? But it was like a flat ass day, you know? Like, you're in the middle of you're in fucking Iowa or something, and it's very cloudy too. If the stop sign was like before a cloudy sky, would you not be able to see the stop sign?
He would not be able to see it, Your Honor.
Would you just drive through? You just fucking run the whole thing? I don't know. I'm just curious.
Your Honor, Your Honor, I would like to call his insurance company to the stand to see how many times he's gotten into an accident because of that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna curious. Anyway.
It's just like, just Wright just picks up this large fucking thing, like this large stack of paper and just goes fucking.
Gato doesn't drive, he rides a bike. It's hard to believe this may be true. However, once again, Mr. Wright has brought up a disquieting fact about you.
Not the only disquieting thing about me. Just make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink, Gramps. Come on. How does little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written there.
Objection. Give me a second, I'm still eating. Okay, so, I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red.
This is rich. Do go on, right?
The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
Snow? How so, the snow?
Okay, well, I was going to continue. Well, you know. For example, why did the killer move all the snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If you wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area?
I did say that. I'm so smart. Oh my god.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, why
Big
did you
brain.
just... Oh no. Are you serious? Could it be?
Mm-hmm. The killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow. And so he had to remove all the snow. He couldn't be sure where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area.
Objection! Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark?
No, you stupid bitch, the lanterns were lit. Not a chance, pussy lips. Proof's in the pudding, pussy, and guess what? The torches were all fucking lit. You would have been able to see them just fine.
It seems. And once again, this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Can you explain this, Mr. Gatto?
Yeah, stupid.
No.
This is why the Spanish lost the fucking
Oh,
war.
objection! Wait just a minute.
Oh, by the way, I'm from fucking Honduras, you racist prick, but go on.
Ah!
What is it, witness?
Mr. Godot isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the Inner Temple until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after the old bridge got fixed.
Objection! Maya. You can't testify to something like that.
Why? What do you mean? I mean, eek!
After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
You faded from reality.
What? Are you saying, like, poetically?
She got Thanos. No, Thanos.
Are you
talking endgame shit.
senile, old man? We established this a little while ago, you stupid fucking idiot.
Oh, you don't have to be mean about it.
This is why you're gonna lose your license.
After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
Right, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony.
No.
Nick, please listen to me.
No. Maya, I really want to get him fucking jailed. He's been nothing but a prick. Do you plan to cover for Godot no matter the cost? If that's the case, then I've got no choice. I'm gonna put the fucking final nail in the coffin. Your Honor. Oh, god damn it. Let's. Oh, yeah, you're taking any. If it means we're gonna hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her.
Nicely done, Wright.
Suck a dick.
Well, very well. Let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began spirit channeling. My spirit left me, as it were. But little Pearlie was there at the Inner Temple, too.
After the incident.
Pearlie was the one also stuck on the Inner Temple side that night.
Jesus.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
This morning, she looked around but couldn't find anyone.
I'm proud of that
The
one,
next
actually.
day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in spar prep room. That's when Mr. Godot arrived at the Inner Temple for the first time. He found Pearlie first, and he cheered her up right away.
Well, that's actually kind of sweet. Where's this Pearlie?
Pearls.
That's my little cousin, Pearl Faye.
So when did you hear about this?
Just a while ago, when I was in the medical office.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. But what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony.
What? Come on! Pearlie would never lie to me.
Hearsay!
She's a way more honest person than all of them.
Your Honor, hearsay. You're real smart, Maya. You always know the best things to say when you're under oath. Like whenever you nuked Turkey.
The prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness. That happened. Well, Mr.
Did you
Gatto.
just make the nuke turkey joke, Hunter? Don't think I didn't miss that.
Let's just move on to the cross-examination, if the defense has no objections.
This is highly unusual, but well, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, so let's get this cross-examination started.
Okay.
I took the final bite of my burger, so I'm gonna kick your ass, Godot. Get ready.
I know
You're
we
about
have
to
to
catch
like
this
play a
overhead.
game here, but can we please press the last 7 because I really want to find out how that interaction happened.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's see.
Hold it. He cheered her up?
That's what Pearlie said. She said he was very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Gatto.
And here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict. I thought you were a fucking piece of shit, Mr. Gatto, but you got a heart after all. Look at you, you big old softy.
I'm gonna fucking
You might
kill
say
everyone in
you
here.
might say his heart grew 3 times last Christmas.
I'm gonna fucking kill every single person in this courtroom. Oh, cut it out. You're making me blush. I'm so embarrassed, Your Honor.
Have I?
Gatto's
This guy's really beginning to
his
get on my nerve in more ways than one.
beginning to get on his nerves.
The truth is, there aren't that many places to look on the Inner Temple side. The policemen
Okay,
were all
I'm
busy
proof.
going over the garden with the fine-tooth combs. So I decided to carry out an investigation my own way. Gatto style.
You're
Good
so
dot.
hot.
I'm the same
Shut
way.
up.
I like to hand out my verdicts my own way.
Judge style.
As you should, Judge.
You namely do that. Maybe I should ask some questions. Phoenix style. That's gonna catch on totally.
Which one should we do?
Cheering Pearls up. I think it'd be funny. So you cheered Pearls up.
When I found that little girl, the first thing she asked about was her cousin, Maya Fey.
Really?
The breach had burned down and she was huddled up in that tiny shack with no heat. Even though she must have had a truly terrifying night out there. She asked about you before she said a thing about herself.
Oh,
Insert noise clip of my baby sister saying Maya.
Oh God, that is too wholesome. Pearl's too fucking pure.
I noticed that you weren't anywhere on the Inner Temple side, but I couldn't find it in me to tell her that. So I gave her my last cup.
you gave a child coffee.
With milk and sugar, okay? I put milk and sugar in it, alright? I'm not the fucking monster, Jesus.
You gave a child coffee?
I mean, it energized
You
me.
gave a
It's warm.
child sugar.
I'm surprised that she didn't like explode out of the thing running around like a banshee or something.
I mean, she did for
love
like a
that.
few hours. It was pretty funny to watch. She was like all over the place.
I just imagine that meme that goes on TikTok, the one with the fucking
No,
breakdance
it's like,
and shit.
have you guys have seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
You
Yeah.
guys see
Yeah.
what happens when he drinks coffee?
yeah.
That's
I
correct.
was more so thinking of the squirrel from Over the Hedge.
Oh my god.
It's a good movie.
With milk
I
and
love Over the
sugar
Hedge.
to hide the bitterness of the harsh truth.
I'm still give a child coffee.
Oh, what is?
You still,
What a
yeah,
sweet
you still
story.
get the cat coffee.
Oh, it's so fucking wholesome. I think I'm gonna cry. I think I'm gonna fucking cry.
I think I'm gonna rent a gun specifically to shoot you guys.
Oh,
I can't believe this is being talked about.
we haven't.
He had a thermos of coffee. Why doesn't that surprise me? There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was the Godot when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the inner temple when it happened. Otherwise, he couldn't have killed at least that last name.
Actually, also before we continue, I want to get that other option too, because apparently I might actually be important. So, you cheered her up.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, Mr.
You're
Gato.
cheering up.
You're actually a cool person.
No, I'm not fucking not. I'm badass and I'm evil. Shut up. Fuck you. Suck my dick.
I'll do that.
No! Shut up!
Yeah, I was doing my Gado style. Oh, I got to Gado all over my enemies.
And I got to judge all over my enemies. Woo.
This is why I'm not gonna play Doors after this. This specific reason. Godot's investigation, blah blah blah.
No,
Also, by the way,
please
quick question, real quick. Trent, have you ever heard of a game called Jack and Daxter?
I've heard of it, yes.
It is an amazing game, and I love Jack. He's so handsome. Anyway, you said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything?
Oh, so you can call people handsome, but
Yes.
I can't.
It was.
You said
it
you
looks
wanted to
like
suck
my
his dick.
investigation went about as well as yours, right?
Same
After
thing.
all, I did miss the
What?
bloody writing on the lantern.
Well, I didn't miss it. Speak for yourself, Goggles. Goggles.
The only odd thing I discovered was the beauty in the training hall.
Oh my god, he's talking about
Beauty.
me.
No, shit. Lee.
Misty Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
I'm gonna stab you. Ain't it like so hard? Western tastes? Could he find a stranger way to describe fucking gravy?
So,
I don't
from
like
there, you headed
gravy.
for the prep room.
Wait a second. What did Godot say just now? I think I just found his proverbial weak spot. I'm gonna fucking crit him. There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder was
Okay.
taking place? He was in an inner temple.
Okay, so apparently it's about... Hang on,
Big Mac
hang on,
Whopper.
hang on.
Hamburger,
There's something
cheeseburger,
about
Big
this.
Mac Whopper, Big Mac Whopper, Big Mac Whopper.
So apparently
hamburger,
he
cheeseburger, Big
saw-
Mac Whopper.
Okay, no, hang on. So he said he saw Misty Faye's, like, mural before it was, you know,
Gravied.
gravied on, right? So I'm thinking, hear me out. Let's see. He must have saw
Gravely
Misty
roast.
Faye's picture before the night of the crime.
Yeah.
So it might
That
be
sounds-
it might be either this one or the
That sounds Perberber.
hang on, what is the statement does what I want to know.
Do you not have
Okay,
the
here it is. Yeah, it's gotta be
strategy
this one.
guide pulled up?
So do we present this? Alright, I'm
Okay. Chaotic, I'm saving that image. Thank you so much.
What image? What
share
image?
some
Where?
Class.
Thank you so much.
I need.
Share some
What
something with
image?
the
Where?
class, Whistler.
Yeah. Do you want to share something with the class? Weasley.
Ronald Whistler. Alright, right, yeah, no. Fuck, we got
Ronald
Okay.
Weasley.
Check your DMs, Hunter.
Uno, dos,
Ronald
tres.
Whi-
Get him.
Oh my fucking god.
Look
be
at
a
it.
It's gonna be a screensaver, dude. I don't care. I don't care for Godot. I don't care. I want him dead, bro. I want to
No!
stab him.
No!
I want him to perish, Mr. Godot. And I will forever say your last name the wrong way because the T should be there. The first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went into the inner temple was long before the murder took place.
Why do you say that?
Alright, Lee, you're getting your Hell Cake privileges revoked. Because you just made one fatal slip up. The hanging scroll in the training hall.
Hanging scroll?
Here.
But
What, huh? But what, huh?
Mr. Cotto's right. The scroll shows a picture of my mother.
Maya, I know you know who it is, but here's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had been repaired 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like, well, this.
Ooh, what's that wonderfully delicious smell?
Gravy. I don't like gravy. I don't like it at all. Edgeworth has to make me a separate plate of mashed potatoes whenever he makes dinner. I don't like gravy. It's just bad. The morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy.
Gravy? But why gravy, Nick?
It's because your cousin's illiterate.
Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Godot, you stinky, sticky, smelly gravy bitch. If you really hadn't seen this hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have had any way of knowing it was Misty Faye. You stupid coffee drinking bitch. You probably drink Monster.
Wait a minute, Nick.
Hey, what was that?
Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look at the top. There's a crest there.
Ah, yeah, that's the mark of the master, correct?
Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark,
Then you could guess that it was a picture of Misty Faye on there.
Why are you both against me on this shit?
I'm just
Yes, but Mr. Godot described what was underneath, what the underneath was. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western taste. Yeah. It's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known what she was wearing was Japanese clothing. Mr. Godot, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the inner temple long before the crime took place. Why should I use?
Burger good.
Can I ask you just one little thing, Triton?
Yeah, what is it?
Why do you have to slurp so loud? Jesus. Do you know how obnoxious that thing is?
Yeah. Coming from you, I don't want to hear it. Set the pot to the
God,
kettle,
imagine
motherfucker.
fucking slurping your drink loudly just to get everyone's attention. Couldn't have
Yeah,
done it.
it just makes it like the loudest slurps.
This whole theory of yours, it all rests on a certain assumption. That I knew beforehand that the crime was going to be committed.
that's right. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene.
Yeah, of course, Mr. Godot knew about the plan.
Wait, what, huh? What'd you say? Is it
Oh,
really possible that
read my lips.
another person knew of the plan?
Yeah, let me just pull out my index card real quick. Clap, clap,
shit.
clap.
What?
What, isn't it the card? Is it not the burnt letter?
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, no, yeah, we'll be the burnt letter, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the only thing that...
Okay.
Take that. This crime was actually planned over exactly 1 year ago, Your Honor. Morgan Fay authored the plan to her daughter's future. And these instructions... Wait 1 second. This is a very elaborate joke. And these instructions were hidden somewhere in the May Fanner for over...
The main banner?
Fuck!
You tried.
However, by the time the pros found these instructions, my my mental issues kicked in there. Fuck. They had already been unsealed.
Unsealed?
Yeah, just slam. Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them.
Oh my god, someone fucking fire templed them! It was already solved!
So that's how he knew the crime was going to take place at the inner temple.
The real killer wasn't Gato at all.
It was me.
Alright.
Fire Lord Ozai.
And you still insist this crafty killer is me.
I wouldn't say crafty. I would more so say annoying.
Wait, Godot's the murderer? No!
Also, yeah, you bet I do. Fucking idiot. Stupid.
But you just said that the instructions were hidden.
That's right.
Maya.
Mr. Gott couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden.
Maya, I'm gonna kick your ass. Why are you against me? What did I miss? If he had a real...
Trauma.
What? Trauma? Yeah. Trauma. Well, guess what? I was bullied in the 5th grade because I was
In front of me, Nick.
Yeah, but someone tried to accuse me of taking lunch money in the 5th grade, and it wasn't me. I'm traumatized.
right?
Yes, it is. I'm traumatized. If you really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out
Oh, yeah, what? When was that?
during a visit.
A visit?
Morgan Fay told her daughter Pearl where the instructions were hidden during one of her visits to the detention center. That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden.
Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center?
Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there. Like, for example, a prosecutor, such as Mr. Gadot.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, you're gonna get your prosecution license revoked, and you're gonna be put in jail.
Yeah,
pussy.
I don't think the prosecution revoke is gonna be a problem for him anymore, considering he's
Yeah,
accused for
exactly.
murder. But order,
Yeah.
order, Mr. Gatto, you're under fire again.
Yeah, I'm cooking this bitch. I'm cooking him. Hold up, let him cook. This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one that could have acquired this information about the murder. You spit coffee, I'll get a slap at you.
Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet,
Oh my god.
at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is coffee.
If you keep on this shit, I'm gonna play Marvel Snap. I hope you realize this. Shut your face, stop with your quotes. I'm gonna play Marvel Snap. Okay. Sorry for always asking. Not really, but what the fuck?
It means there's a reason for everything.
You could have just said that.
According to your theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped on the conversation during a jail visit where he learned of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plans, he hid in the inner temple and waited for the crime to occur. Then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all of that just to protect this witness.
You're.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm realizing.
You bet your flat ass, Godot.
If
I'm
you're,
realizing more and more why it would have to do with Mia.
if you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? This girl is nothing but a stranger to me. I don't know who the fuck this is. What's your name? I don't know who you are.
It's not like I dated your sister.
Who's your fucking sister? I don't know who that is. I don't fucking know any of you. What's your name? Fucking Samantha? I don't know. I've got no reason to go through that kind of
literally. Okay.
I've got
You
no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. I don't fucking care about her. I'm cool. I don't care about anyone. I am what
Your
you
Honor.
see. I am certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress.
Yeah. Okay. The killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Even considering that this killer wanted to protect this witness's life, his behavior is still a little too unnatural.
However, you did have a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Godot? an unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs.
I knew it. You figured it out, haven't you?
Maya. I guess you were doing your best to cover for Gadot. For the same reason, huh? It's like a clash of dumbasses, I swear to God.
Okay, right. I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
Oh. It's very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you.
What's this?
There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. One person that ties you and Maya Fey together. I can't say the last word because I don't know how to. It's the sister.
Yeah.
Okay, so you stupid bitch. It's the sister. There was one good reason why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. After all. Yeah, she's Mia Fey's only sister.
Mia Fey.
Yeah. Stupid. You didn't hear me? Fuck idiot. You once worked alongside her. That was when you were a defense attorney.
Whoa, wait, hold on, hang on. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Mr. Gatto is a defense attorney?
I mean, he was. With your honor's piercing intelligence, you must have figured it out by now. I don't mean that sarcastically. The real name of this man who calls himself Gadot. His real name is Diego Armando. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, his real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right? Look, I might be slightly not racist, but more so just ignorant to where you're from. However, I will get your last name right. It's the respect of it.
The last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago.
Diego Armando. That name rings a bell.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, so.
Oh, me neither. This is news to me.
News to me too. News to both me and the person playing as me.
Oh,
It should, Your Honor. All of this is related to a single case.
Case that involves Dahlia.
A case in which a convict named
Mia's
Terry. Oh, damn, he is strong.
It was Mia's first ever case. It's the case that's referenced in the first trial we did.
All right.
It's poisoned.
Go on.
Also, hot damn, this boy is strong.
I voiced it.
Dude, he is carrying that megaton ball like no issue. One-handed too. Like.
Can we please read the dialogue?
A case in which a convict named Terry Fowles killed himself. Mia Fey's first time in court, the tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise.
Demoness.
But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked.
Also, her boyfriend. It's my fault. It's all my fault. Mr. Falls killed himself.
Mia, you can't cry yet.
And then he broke his cup, and his hand bled.
Aww.
The only time a lure can cry is when it's all over.
Very badass moment on his part.
Oh,
I love him so much.
he's neat. I want him to die though.
Stop!
I
No,
was
never.
moved by her. The way she put all her faith in her clients. That pure, sweet heart of hers. That's why I could never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne. Mia and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. And one fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It had been 6 months since the trial. We met in the courthouse cafeteria.
Oh, I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned.
Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison into my coffee.
Some newspapers at the time called it a murder. Very little information about the case was released to the press.
But you weren't dead at all.
No official reports ever actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
I see.
My body shut down and my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep. That woman's poison did a real number on my central nervous system. I lost my sight and all of my hair turned white due to the damage it caused.
That's terrible.
Cope.
Apparently, it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. 5 years had passed since I drank that poisoned brew.
Why do you drink coffee still?
Then one morning, my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee.
Oh, fucking course.
You were asleep for 5 years?
Can we not ignore the fact that he woke up because of fucking coffee?
And the worst possible news was waiting for me.
Mia died.
Oh.
Mia
Boobus.
Fey was dead. From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had.
We're not gonna acknowledge the fact that there.
The woman I loved had been murdered. And the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death.
The woman you loathed?
The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee. Dahlia Hawthorne! Good old Mia. She didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up.
So sad.
God damn.
For someone like me, for someone who had slept away their best days, there were only 2 reasons left to live. And it was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor.
If I may ask, what were your two reasons to live?
The first was you, Wright.
Okay, that's kind of gay, but fair enough, I guess.
If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, Mia Fey would have never died. Much less the way she did.
Dog.
You were the only one who was there to protect her.
Fucking
You
Cope.
let her die. It was all your fault.
Look, it wasn't like that.
I wanted to see for myself what kind of a man you really were.
So, that's why you became a prosecutor?
My other reason for living, she goes by the name of Maya Fey.
Huh? What do you mean?
You were the only way I could make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when the Koran village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fey was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it. My role as a prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her.
And that's how you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at the detention center.
I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it.
Yeah, and how'd that go? That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya, she would never have helped out. Why didn't you just burn the letter?
Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices.
Accomplices?
Iris of Hazakura Temple and Misty Fey. I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall in my backup plan in case we couldn't control Pearl Fey.
But how did you contact my mother? She had been missing for over almost 20 years.
Officially, yes.
What do you mean, officially?
You heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government.
Now that you mention it, Bikini did say something about that effect. She said that the Master of Kurain had great authority.
Even without her official position, Misty Fae still wielded great influence. The police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor.
So my mother was cooperating with you.
Don't ever forget. No matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you.
She was always...
That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you. If you want to know how strong her resolve was to protect you, look at her staff. Her staff? The one with the sword in it? The day the plan was to be carried out arrived soon enough. We met for the first time at Hazakura Temple. That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go. She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
Mother...
By the way, I just want to say the song I was just playing, Bitter Taste of Truth, is like the saddest and one of the best songs in the entire Ace Attorney soundtrack.
That night, the night of the crime, there was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan.
You mean pearls, don't you?
We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne.
You're all
Who's gonna...
Alright.
Mars.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Paul, what are you going to do tonight?
Well,
If you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together.
Okay.
We thought
Oh,
we
yeah.
could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But she never showed up.
he was worried and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we were most afraid of. And that's why Misty Fae had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body.
What do you mean?
If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As Master of Kurain, Misty Fae's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that poor Fae wouldn't be able to.
What? Is this true?
My role in the plan was to make sure no one was going to hurt Maya Fae. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple. Just in case we needed to be saved from Dahlia Hawthorne.
Good dot.
Just fuck you.
What?
Anyway,
What?
Say his name right.
That's
dot.
all I'm going to admit to. Right. There is no doubt about it. You're a great defense attorney. But
Yeah.
you're going to have to do the rest yourself.
The background leading up to the incident has been laid bare. There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Fae, and I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Gatto.
It was stinky over there.
Well, right. If you're the real deal, then finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own.
No, Nick, Please don't.
Maya,
I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why I have to protect Mr. Gatto. I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia. And me too!
Maya, I know that.
Nick.
But even so, it doesn't absolve him from this crime. Please, Maya, testify.
Miss Faye, your testimony, please.
This is the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand. I'm hurt. You're right, Nick. I'm ready now.
All right, young lady. Tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder? The time of the murder.
Murder.
Just before it happened, I think I saw red lights. 3 of them. I thought I asked for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead though. She was struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just then, there was a terrible scream. Right after that, Dahlia collapsed and I lost consciousness.
These red lights. I thought you said you don't remember seeing them.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Ha! Things break, Trite. Even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? It looks like you still can't prove it.
Maya's telling the truth this time, I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness. Here we go. The last testimony of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. So, Ham, take it
Hi.
away.
Next. So she isn't lying, I just had to find something to press.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next. Alright, we already know that for a fact. Next. Lights went out, the whole area went dark. Next.
Oh, wait, crap.
Next. Know that for a fact. Go back and press. I don't think. Do we hear something about a scream?
I don't think so. Go on.
Alright, what do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out?
Yes, that's right.
The scream that you heard was... The scream that you heard then. Was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice.
What? So then that scream came from the killer?
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
I think Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it.
And then the killer let out a scream of pain, huh?
After that, the killer stole the blade and delivered the final blow, I guess.
Well, Mr. Wright, seems to make sense to me.
It sounded like a reasonable deduction, but I still kind of wonder. Here's your contradiction. I would imagine. I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction.
That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm supposed to be a man of the law. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you are either. Now, remember the testimony she gave before? Before the whatever. Maya said that she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade and the staff had been plunged into the victim.
Is right?
She couldn't have been struck back with with a sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff.
The dagger, because there was blood on it, but they couldn't find out whose blood it was, and it wasn't the victim's. So it has to be Gado's.
If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Trite.
There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as a weapon here.
If Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed in the back by the staff, what could she have used to strike back at the killer?
The goddamn dagger!
Gabker.
Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
This dagger was found at this crime scene stuck in a pine tree.
Yes, the detective found that this morning and brought it to me.
Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this, and she managed to wound him as well.
Objection! Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the blood on the dagger could have been from the victim.
Objection! Have you forgotten the blood has already been tested? Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must have been the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body.
God, you guys.
So you're saying that the blood on this dagger belongs to the killer?
Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it without a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godot, it would prove that it's your blood.
Nice theory, right?
Order! Order in the court!
Is this the end? Have I done it? Even he won't be able to change the result of a scientific result. Or test, whatever. Either or, same difference.
Let me ask you something, right? Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that?
Yes. I think you're very stupid. I don't really have much faith in your intelligence.
Just think for a second. This dagger was found by the morning by the detective and brought to me. There was already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom.
Yeah, what does that prove?
Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blade off and then planted another person's blood on it.
That it can't be.
And in the case, there's one thing I can guarantee, right? That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance!
What?
Did you just casually admit to tampering with evidence?
Yeah.
Well, in any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness, continue your testimony.
Wait a minute!
What's the problem?
Okay, what was that?
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation.
Maya!
This dagger, you said it was wounded. The words.
Yeah.
But if Mr. Gott had really been cut with the dagger, then his clothes should be bloody or just have ripped in them, right? He can change his shirt.
I don't think he could have.
Maya. Maybe he just changed his clothes. That solves the contradiction pretty easily.
What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back in the day murder? Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there.
Oh, that's right! And once the bridge was fixed and the police headed for the inner temple...
Mr. Gott was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes. But he had a different shirt on. Didn't he have like a red shirt on?
Order in the court. What the... Okay. Okay. Right, alright.
Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him.
Why would he do that? Hey, I'm gonna go foil this fucking evil plan, but make sure to pack well.
Exactly.
No one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes?
Well, did the judge take smart pills during the last recess?
I'm not a fucking idiot. I actually have a brain back here. Just saying.
I'm just saying, in the time that me and you have worked together, have you ever used it properly? I'm just saying.
Yes!
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder.
Ooh, kinky.
That way he wouldn't get any blood on them.
Objection! Are you imagining me naked, right? Are you doing that right now?
No.
Whatever. That's impossible, right? You know how cold it gets up there late at night? After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'll be frozen solid. Little nippy, isn't it? Ah!
Well, thanks for that fucking image in my head. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Mr. Gatto.
Fuck you. So that's all you've got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. But right now, if Mia Fey were here,
You shut your mouth.
if Mia Fey were here, she would have closed the book on this case already.
Oh man, because she had more experience, you dick. Mia Fey was here?
So come on, Trite. Can you do it or not?
How about it, Mr. Wright? You accuse Mr. Gatto of being the killer. But can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence?
The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is I have to prove it. That's the only chance I have. I was taught that it's the one rule of the... Wait, I was taught it's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition, just as you want it.
Oh shit, it's the original pursuit theme! Oh my god! Ha! That's good. A fighter to the bitter end, right?
It's like my coffee.
Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point, why don't we go for the unlimited penalty? Oh shit!
Yeah, sure,
Excuse me.
I'm good with that. Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Godot? Because it doesn't matter to me. I got the one piece of evidence I need.
Give me a break. You've got nothing, right?
So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I've got to think outside the box and approach it from a different angle.
Alright then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you've got.
There's one thing I've demonstrated in the previous cross-examinations. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger.
What? We decided it was impossible for him if it hidden such a wound. If he'd been cut by a dagger, there should have been a bloodstain on his clothing.
Who's wearing a red shirt?
There's one place the killer could have hidden his wound.
What did you say?
Oh my god. Under his mask.
This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there was no blood stains on his clothing.
Because he's hiding it with his mask.
Shush, Mars. Sorry.
I need to show how he hit his wound.
It's
With his
the end of the
mask.
line. The
Like
final
a silly,
stop,
giggly
right?
bitch.
Let's hear what you've got. Where's the location where you say the killer hit his wound?
Well, I gotta present evidence. Where's the location where you... do I just present him?
Yeah.
Because if I... Okay, then I present him. Fuck you.
Ha! I don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, prepare for like the best moment in the entire series.
And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was! Isn't that right, Trite? What was that just now? Mia? It can't be. You're living on through him?
Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound.
Oh my god.
My stand. It's beneath your mask! During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right. Your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved. My ears.
Just now, I saw her spirit in you.
Yeah.
I never liked you.
That was
6 years
very
ago,
evident.
You helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I'm such an asshole.
But
You
didn't
are. Shut
care.
up.
You didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought.
Bitch, I haven't done shit to you.
Mr. Gatto?
But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the
Yeah, very
beginning.
much.
Shut the fuck up.
The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive
What was yourself? You hit me with some corny shit.
was me.
Ah, if it could.
You yourself?
Me, myself, and I.
I was the one that failed to protect Mia.
Yeah,
Me
you got that
and
right.
no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head-on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit.
But you saved Mia, or Maya, sorry.
Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway.
What do you mean?
Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, then there's one person I should have gone and talked to right away.
Her?
Me.
Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick?
But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother, but I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know why? The real reason?
No, why?
I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all.
Huh?
I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me.
You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya.
Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure.
What do you mean by that?
That night in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette. A part of me must have known the truth. The truth that I wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. A stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from me as death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people.
You eat you ass.
In that one moment, I understood everything.
You gonna stop throwing coffee at me?
Yes.
That's all I- Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
will.
Mr. Gatto.
I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
No, Mr. Armando, sorry, my internet just went weird. I believe it. I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me. Oh.
Aww.
Thanks.
Your wound. It's bleeding.
Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. These must be my tears.
Tears?
Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando?
You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Damn, dude.
That's depressing.
God damn, dude.
I hope I gave justice in the sense of actually finally giving character development to Nick.
This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant,
Yes, Your Honor.
although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body in the crime scene is a serious offense in and itself.
Oh my god. I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained to me very carefully. I knew the risk, and I was willing to cooperate anyway.
Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, there's one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright.
Yeah, I was popping.
I want to apologize to you.
Huh? For what?
For the case 5 years ago, first.
I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover?
Well, not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
It's nothing that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister. You only met twice.
Oh, huh?
What?
We only met twice.
Oh, you motherfucker! No way!
It was on the fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met, 8 months later. You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine.
Huh?
And Doug Swallow was killed.
No way. Oh, no way. It can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were.
For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne
Don't say it.
wasn't actually my sister.
Don't. Oh God. It wasn't Dahlia?
I hope one day you can forgive me, Feeny.
You mean?
I'm going to fucking kill her. I'm going to murder her. I'm going to do it.
That's right. I lied to you. For 8 months.
I'm going to fucking kill her! I'm going to do it! Miss Edgeworth, calm down, calm down. Okay, but why? Why would you do such a thing?
Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as possible. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance, she couldn't move about freely.
But that's why you.
My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
Prepared for the worst?
She thought you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she's always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice.
You mean she was ready to kill me, didn't you?
She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she'd agreed to give me a chance.
So that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place?
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I feel that something even as simple as that. 8 months passed, and I couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about her plans for that day. It was the first time that had ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime, and she would confide with you.
I think she must have noticed.
Notice what? I'm hoping she doesn't say it.
My feelings for you.
Oh God.
If I had found out that she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Even if it meant her life. Or mine.
So in the official canon of the games, we're saying Iris is. Yeah, okay, whatever.
After spending 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed.
I have something to say to you too. Oh Lord.
Yes?
So you really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
Thank you.
But I'm gay.
Well, bisexual, but yeah. I am, however, married.
How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know.
I'm gonna spike your coffee with alcohol.
I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so? Phoenix Wright?
Hey, go. Yeah. I think you're right.
You're pretty alright, Phoenix. You're pretty
Yeah.
alright.
Oh, look at us. We're all fucking friends.
You
now.
are, however, going to jail.
Yeah, but you're still going to prison. No, that's not. Oh well, you know.
Yeah, one cup of Joe can't fix that.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, or the coffee bean crumbles.
So funny. You're so funny on it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Okay.
Got me wheezing out here.
The purpose of this trial is to rule on the murder of the victim Elise Donham. At some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant not guilty.
Hey.
Court is now adjourned.
Confetti! Confetti! No confetti this time.
Nah.
I ate the confetti. I consumed all those little pieces of paper. Yeah, so I guess it's all over. The way everything ended, was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served.
Oh, that wasn't you.
Fuck.
Of course justice was served.
Mia? I guess I should have been more so like, oh,
I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense is truly brilliant.
But I couldn't save Mr. Armando, the man who cared so deeply for you.
You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible.
I would have done more. You mean with that verdict?
I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me.
Yeah.
You accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. And someday, Phoenix.
I've handled a lot of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey, I have found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer.
Nick,
Maya.
I guess it's just like my sis said.
Mia? What did she say?
That night, when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the end.
But...
Come on, cut it out with the gloomy face. Can't you see? Me and Sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you've done for us, Nick.
Maya... How? How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mother murdered.
Oh no.
Ouch!
Hello there! Oh, having a funny moment?
Francisca!
Hey, you missed me? You missed me, huh, Mr. Wright, huh? Still as
No.
softy as always, Phoenix Wright.
Yes, hello. Excellent work, Wright. And oh, sorry about Iris going to prison. You know.
Yeah, can we just agree not to talk about it, please?
Yeah, you know, what a shame. What a shame. She's going to prison. Oh well.
Yeah. What a shame. Please don't kill me.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back?
Oh.
He was in the stands. The bailiff brought him in like not too long ago. How was your journey into the outside for the first time in years? How was your gaze upon the sun, you pale motherfucker? Edgeworth and Francisca have actually been helping me.
Helping you?
If these two hadn't been here on the first day of trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Right.
Wow.
Oh.
But where were you, Nick?
I
was
heard
moving.
he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold, which forced him to sleep all day like a little bitch. He's a little bitch with a little sniffle, or else I couldn't do it.
I hope your date went terribly.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head. He was like, "Oh, Miles, please!" Like, it was really gross. It was really gross.
You cough
You're
with
sleeping on the couch.
in your elbow. Use your elbow next time, please. I beg of you.
I'm about to cough on you.
Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You
Oh
definitely...
my sweet mother of God.
Anyways, thank you, Edgeworth. And you too. Francisca.
Yeah, I know. I'm awesome. I don't suppose. Get the fuck
I don't
out of
suppose-
here. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I don't
You want-
assume there's room for me in this group hug, is there? Please.
No.
Please.
Oh, Larry.
Oh, good. Larry's here.
It's Larry Butts. Didn't we try several times to abandon him in middle school, and he
know.
always just
I
kept
know.
finding us?
I know. He keeps finding us.
He's like a bloodhound.
Like a fucking.
What's with the longer than usual face?
I realized something when I was reborn. I
Oh my
realized
God.
that Larry was never of any use to anyone. Not even once.
What took you
This
so
is
fucking
true.
long, idiot?
Right?
I know that was from the Puss movie. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, what took so fucking long? What are you asking me?
Well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, right?
I feel like if I say no, I'm just gonna be responsible for your suicide. So yeah, of course.
I knew it. Everyone will be better off if I were gone for good.
No. Oh yeah. These posters you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
What?
Nudge
Me?
hard as fuck.
Don't pawn this off on me! I had to deal with him for like an entire day!
Nudge is
making
with
that
the force
face,
I
huh,
use to
Jake?
pedal the bike every day.
What the hell, dude?
Real quick,
Oh, well.
Phoenix just fucking like elbow shoves into like Edgeworth's ribs with the power of a fucking Herculean god.
Oh,
Freaking shit.
yes. I certainly can't say they lack resemblance. Do you really admit it? What are you, Francie? Did I draw you well too?
Oh! My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon! Shut up! Don't
Okay,
talk
now
to me!
her I can't do anything about.
Oh shit! It's not. No, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. That's my weakness. Don't look at me like that. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it. That's worth something. Okay.
I could say something right now that would get me whipped hard.
You do it like you promised. You're gonna model for my next picture book. Francie's whippity whip time.
Don't get carried away!
No.
Have fun with that. Have fun with that. Saying.
Oh, well, how
Yeah.
about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. Painting a pearl was pretty darn good, too, if you ask me. Huh?
Well, now that you mention
Huh?
it, I haven't seen her around.
Pearls. Where could she have gone?
Oh, I mean, you're her legal guardian, so I assume you would know.
Normally she would have been. She would have made a beeline for Maya.
I'll go look for her. Be right back.
Okay, bye. Wait, if I'm her legal guardian, wouldn't that mean you're also her legal guardian, Edgeworth?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Pearl! Pearl!
Exactly, stupid.
Oh, hey, Pearly. Oh, that's probably Maya.
Absolute fool.
Right. You seem
Edward.
to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are
Yeah,
wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened.
Nah, really, I just really gotta pee. I've been in that courtroom for like half an hour, if not more.
To be honest, I can't understand it either.
You can't understand a lot.
Yeah, no, you can't understand a lot of things.
Except how to whip someone exponentially hard. Like, break the sound barrier type of hard. Like, I'm talking literally, like, domesticated violence type hard. Anyway, she lost her father fairly recently as well.
Oh, this guy missed that asshole? I don't care about that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We're not really heartbroken over that. It's like, oh, wow,
Oh,
look
true.
at that. Our father's guilty of murder. Woo.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Hey, I actually have a question for you too.
Yeah, what's up?
When am I gonna get invited to karaoke?
Oh my... Listen. It was one... She was in
Twice.
town. She was in town, alright? I was like, oh, might as well invite her, because, you know, she was in town. I didn't know that Gordo would make such a big, glamorous appearance either. But yes, I will invite you to karaoke nights from now on, if that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about, yeah, dead parents. Yes, I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can. What do you mean by now is exactly the time?
Oh, bitch.
Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it is for that person that Maya's trying her best not to cry.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya. Edgeworth, I think I'm starting to understand too.
Ow! Then tell me! I don't want to be in the dark! Who's my baby being strong for? Tell me!
Pearls. Yeah, I just scream in her face, take that. I just get spit all over her face and clothing just by yelling.
I'm right
Yeah, take
here,
that! And
Don't
just like,
fucking scream, Jesus! Perfect.
the poor kid. After the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Fae clan. I'm sure she believed every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It just shows how truly devoted she is to Maya.
But it is a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Faye's mother was killed, and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable.
That's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again.
Oh, hey! This is where you all were. What's up?
Okay, I would like to make a comment real quick.
What was that for, sir? Sorry about that, Scruffy. Just force of habit. I just like whipping you, you know. And it just seems to have a mind of its own, you know. Oh.
Anyway, first off, you seem to have kept your voice box this time, Detective.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
That's good. That's good. Also, how did your how did that day go?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about
You
it.
know, what happened?
Oh, just a lot of things. It's just mainly fun karma coming back. You know how it is.
Oh, so your date? Oh, did your date get canceled?
Oh, my date? Oh, with Maggie? Oh,
Yeah. It's a date.
It's a
DATE.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, it went well. But yeah, anyway.
That's good. That's good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Good to hear. But yeah, what's up, Detective Gumshoe?
This and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Hey, you won.
Yeah, my W of the day.
Let's go
Daily
out tonight,
Ws.
pal. Dinner's on me. My salary just sort of kind of gone down by a teeny weeny bit, but it's all right.
I made reservations
Edgeworth.
at a first-class French restaurant tonight. Ah!
Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
Don't make that a reward!
Alright. Gumshoe. Gumshoe.
What's up? What is up?
Or not Gumshoe, I'm sorry. Force of habit. Edgeworth.
Wow, what's up?
Increase his fucking pay.
Oh, alright. I suppose you've been really helpful.
He's been through the fucking ringer. He had to deal with a gay chef.
Okay.
Speaking of gay chef,
No.
shit, speaking of gay chefs.
You said, you said a first class. Please don't tell me you don't mean.
Très bien, where else?
Never mind. Cut his salary in half.
Don't tell me twice.
Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Baggy waiting, pal. Hey, you crybaby, you're invited too.
Oh, forget about me, dude.
All right, see ya.
And then I'll leave.
All right, whatever.
Pearl and I'll be at Loser Shack eating potatoes.
Oh my fucking god. Alright, fucking dumbass. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls. Which is very concerning. Uh-oh. Oh, Maya. I was wrong.
Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere.
Huh?
I'll bet you just went home, that's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village. No one's heard from her. This has never happened before.
Oh,
Did you check the detention center?
as I figured. She's been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya.
But none of this is her fault. What should I do?
Detective Gumshoe,
Oh, yeah, well, what's up? What do you want me to do?
can you guys go on ahead?
Oh, but what about you?
Maya and I will, we'll join you guys once we find pearls. Also, Edgeworth,
Yeah, what's up?
if, heavy F, because I know how you are about this,
Mhm.
if we do adopt a daughter, not pearls, can we name her Trucy?
We've been over this. Yes, but right, you know my preference over having a son than a daughter. You know this. Come on, now.
I know, okay,
Hold
how
on,
about,
hold
how
the
about,
fuck on.
how
What's
about-
wrong with having
how
a
about-
daughter?
fighting?
No. How about this? How is this? You just fucking adopt the daughter and love her like a normal human being, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. It's just my experience with women over my life hasn't been pleasant. Exhibit
Listen.
A is the German standing in front of me.
Oh, you want to fucking do this right now? You want to fucking do this right now? Come on, fucking
We're
let's
not
go.
being nationalists, please. Okay, listen, to compromise and meet in the middle. How about, if it's a daughter, we name her Trucy. If it's a boy, we'll name him Trent. How about that?
I don't know, Trent sounds like a pretty stupid name.
Then you pick, asshole. I want a daughter named Trucy.
Oh my god, there's no arguing with you.
All right, we'll
Don't worry about us, Gumshoe. Take Edgeworth, me and him have to talk later. Nothing bad. We just gotta discuss daughter adoption. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We'll get there eventually. We just have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, but you're
Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead.
Don't
Thank
keep
you.
us waiting, right?
And don't keep me waiting.
Yes, I know. Okay.
Oh god. But where should we have looked? Where could Pearly have gone?
Now let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that pearls might have gone to. Is it the detention center? Is it? Oh.
This is the end of the case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, I'm sorry for showing up late. I slept in.
I shut
Hey,
up
a
late.
lot of
Not as
people
late
were
as you, but
late.
late.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not held.
I had work. I had work. But yeah, it's all right. You good? You my guy.
I
Yeah,
said
how's it-
the line.
Yeah, they did say the line.
Oh.
For pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After all, this is where the whole incident started.
If Pearl shows up, I can read Pearls for you.
Oh God, Zucchini!
I'm just tired.
Hey, I just
Void!
You're all back again so soon.
Oh God.
I thought we would be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight.
So she's here? Pearly is here?
She's in the training hall. Don't you hurry along and go see her.
Okay.
Oh, my aching back.
Oh my God. Here, take some fucking Excedrin.
Pearly's not here.
Oh shit. Maya, the hanging scroll.
Someone
It
clean.
looks fancy. It's gotta be pearls. Oh, pearls?
I'll read it. I'll read it.
Okay.
Mystic Maya! Pearly? Why? Why did you just leave like that?
Maya. Mystic Maya!
Oh God. It's gonna be. Oh.
I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's brother.
Is that why you came here?
It's the least I could do. To pray for your happiness.
Maya.
You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I'm sad brother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy.
You don't lie just to make me feel better.
Yeah, we do. That's the job of being a parent.
Fuck you.
Not real. True. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who helped me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. Even if you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still. Oh my God, my ear. Anyways, that's why I have to be strong for all the people that have been there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do.
Maya.
Void.
Bikini.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm impressed. Truly, you are the daughter of Mystic Misty. It's like a Pokemon Go team.
Mr. Bikini!
Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to tell you to kill yourself now. But it was said to me that night.
Dishonoring
After
the good
dishonoring the
name.
good name.
No, Mars,
Oh.
you can read it.
After dishonoring the good name of the Korean, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya's always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me until the day I die. Yeah.
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 I mean that came to fruition.
Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets.
She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die.
Who the F joined? Looking.
It was Emma. It was Emma. It was Emmy.
I mean, he's not here anymore.
Yeah, they left.
Emmy left. Pearl.
I'm fine with that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pearl.
That's that. Oh my gosh, voices. That's the master houseman.
The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that wasn't important. Rather, it was the contents.
Guys, I'm not reading anymore. I need to talk to my sibling.
Okay. Enjoy sibling talk. Bikini?
I read the line.
No.
Yeah. That's
A photo? Mother.
Mother dearest. Ooh. It's only natural for living things to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us humans? But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question.
Aww.
But when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them.
That's so cute. Oh my
That is
god.
so fucking wholesome. Oh dear God, my heart.
Hey, look, Pearls, it wasn't you that broke the shits.
Well,
It was the funny little guy over there.
still broken at some point.
Yeah, well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. This is a day to remember. A day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today.
I still can't.
Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime.
Okay.
That was so easy.
Alright.
Bikini just like rubs her nails against her shirt. Ah, too easy.
Alright. I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training. I promise.
She's lying.
I know. I won't go easy on you. Just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 for when you come back.
There it is.
3.
Wow! I'm a Wario!
Oh, Wario!
We're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance.
Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight.
Good. Why is it lagging? Oh, there we go. You know, there's only one thing I don't get, and probably don't want to, but
What is it, Nick?
reservations for training is fine and all, but why for 3?
Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside of us.
Huh?
I'll be waiting for you.
No.
Sister Bikini will take special care of you.
No, that's my husband's job.
Oh, it'll be great, Nick.
No, it won't.
We're going to do The special course, naturally.
No, shut up.
That's a great idea, after all, Mr. Nick.
No, it's not.
You do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk across hot coals?
No.
Right. Well,
I would eat a burger right in front of her face.
We'll have a nice big meal before we come back next time. All right, Nick?
No. I mean, I was wondering if I could just say one little thing. One little itty bitty little thing.
Of course you can.
Oh,
I love this part. I can't wait to hear it.
say the line, Nick.
I'm getting goosebumps too.
Say the line, Nick.
Well then, here goes nothing. Objection! And that's the only one I can do for tonight
Beautiful.
before getting yelled at.
And
What do you
that,
Any objection over the bad
And that's
guys.
the end.
Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.
Oh,
shit.
wait.
Yeah. Oh,
Nope.
but
Why are you master the crane technique and why are you? And I'll be good big sister
I think it's just going on automatically.
Yeah,
Lock
probably.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you get kidnapped a lot. That's funny. Loser.
Assassin.
Who joined?
Oh, it's Pearls. No, it's not. That's not true.
What are you supposed to call? Oh, that way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the door them by making them a secret reservation.
Thanks, Pearls.
Yeah, no problem.
Learn to read.
No.
Idiot.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we'll
Don't lose your wife, idiot.
Oh, hi, Crow.
Maggie brought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off.
He looks 10 years younger. God damn.
Yes, but something just doesn't seem the same. I guess a dirty, shabby, old overcoat. Yeah, I can't
Don't
talk
worry
that.
about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself. Say what? I will piss myself, Maggie.
You should admit.
That's funny. Oh god, it's the girls.
Yeah. Thanks to you, the
Yo,
treasures
thanks
crane
to you.
exam was a great success.
I even got this one.
Show me his whip and said that I would show you what I've learned.
God damn, these fuckers are kinky.
God damn.
Damn right, Adrian. Proud lesbians, baby.
Yeah, good for them.
Oh no.
Desi and I started a company called Mask to Mask Consulting.
We're delegating to stopping evil plans of all criminals in the city. Pretty cute, huh?
The criminals side of business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals.
Ron's a bitch. Haha.
Uh-huh. Beta.
Oh. I love her! I wonder how to show my appreciation to some right, so I exterminated Don Tigre. So I lent him $5,000. A special thick tea set, one I mixed with my own two hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Something through compromise. Heh 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 heh.
Well, I got half a million. I got half a million dollars, so that's pretty neat.
I'm gonna Discord kicked
Oh,
me out
God.
of the call.
I'm just old and in the way. A wrinkly, grumpy clown knows the waste of flesh. At least that's what I thought. But my grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 69 years old and I cried like a baby in its diapers.
I hope it's your last birthday, you fucking old shit.
Same.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Ode. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adam Mata.
Oh my god.
That's him right there. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circus would line perfectly.
It's because his name is the same backwards as it is forwards, you fuck.
Palindrome.
Next!
Oh god.
My. More reporters. Since the murder, we've made so much money. I don't really know what to do. I think the magazine liked us because I prefer such a nice visual. Fucking hell, I can hardly read.
I'm a literate.
I wonder if we'll get like a close up on Nick, like how everyone else
She's
has
one of
one.
my favorite
Welcome back.
characters, just an ironic way. I love Nikiti, bro. She's so silly.
Oh god, it's the girl.
Turned into such a respectful man, Feeny. It's so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here every day. Of course, I was happy that you consistently had something. Felt bad when the little one slapped you hard, got you a nosebleed.
And me
And
too.
Edward.
Yeah, Edward's popped me in the mouth. Voices for Phoenix Wright. Me. Fucking me.
Phoenix Wright. Ham.
Yeah, you
Objection!
bet, yes.
And me! Sean King was the vocals in game, of course. Thank you, Sean.
Snarky somewhere.
Sorry, somewhere.
And me.
Wow, she's faded out because she's dead.
By the way, I will play doors soon. I have to use the bathroom and do other
Objection!
stuff.
And me, the sexy James C. Wilson. Thank you, amigo. This
I'm
next
gonna go
one's for you.
to the bathroom real quick. I got pelted in the
Oh
face.
wow. Me,
I'll be
I guess
back.
now. Thank you, Zenitsu. I can't pronounce that. Fuck. Shit.
Hey guys!
Oh, no,
David
no.
Chrislip! Thanks you!
The void consumed him, bro.
No!
What?
What's this? I'm back from a longer time vacation and no one's here to greet me. I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit and now I've got no one. And what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? What's with all the flashing lights and switches? I feel like some sort of space alien. And now what am I gonna do with all these macadamia nuts I brought back for everyone? I don't know what Etchipoo, I don't exactly say this to sound. I can really accept this, I'm afraid. Or something that's paper that's fragile hot. I would have afraid of gentlemen who really too many afraid maybe.
The
actually
blonde
the mental
banana.
side.
I need
Fucking
her
old
dead.
bag.
I need her
Why?
dead, Brendan. I need her dead.
Fucking windy.
I just-
fucking old
I'm just
bag.
questioning how Trent did
I
that.
finally found something I love to do! Francis Whippity Whip Tripper's gonna turn the art world on its head! I should
No,
realize it
Francis-
sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist. A really good portrait artist! I'm not a loser after all!
I feel offended. I feel so offended.
Larry is
Unironically.
no artist. That is insult to artists.
No, no, he's actually not that bad. Yeah, look at him.
Look at
That's
the
actually-
family!
Gumshoe.
Big man.
We're watching over you now, amigos. Live your lives, drink coffee, and have many, many impromiscuous sex in my name. Ooh.
I'm back.
You said live your lives. Did you say live and live?
I had a cup of coffee this
Living la
morning.
vida loca.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
that-
what just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, is
Oh.
Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, the final game of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy.
Yeah, next up is Professor Layton, Ace Attorney.
Oh, Professor
did it.
Lloyd. Oh, Zach
Holy
Rice.
shit.
Oh,
Wow, that
Zach
was-
Rice.
I mean, fuck. I mean, look, we beat this one, and this one. That's
And there's no more. We're not doing any more. Right, Trent, right?
How would you,
Yeah,
how would you like,
yeah, of
rank
course.
them?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
no, actually.
yeah. We should actually.
Trent, go to the right once.
Ham's got a good point. Ham's got a
Okay.
good point. We're not gonna need him for any more Ace Attorney streams ever.
No.
This is
No, no, no,
bullshit.
no,
Don't need
no.
him.
Alright, I guess I'll just go cry. I'll go cry in my non-existent money of
apologize,
voice
bud.
acting.
Before you go, fuck off though. I do want to hear your thoughts. You know, obviously we're at the end of the game. You know.
This was my first time going through Phoenix Wright, and while I'm not caught up on like all of what I missed, it was a pretty good game. I enjoyed it.
I love Gato.
I started getting into it through the anime, like for the first couple episodes of the season, so I knew some of what I was getting into in terms of like what was going to be happening for the most part. Everything after the first game and like the first couple of cases after the first game was all new territory for me. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. There were certain parts that have,
Not
you know,
April.
desire to change. We're not going to talk about it. Because apparently the legal age to marry in fucking Japan
What?
is 16,
What?
and that's fucked.
Case
Wait,
2.
what?
Anyway,
Case 3,
yes.
case 2.
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
this
Don't
is
talk
true.
Don't talk about that.
But overall, it was good. I liked it a lot.
Alright. Ren,
I liked being able to do funnies.
you were here for pretty much the entire of Trials and Tribulations. What do you think?
I had fun. It's like everything. I joined very late, but I always have fun doing it. I got to voice very fun females, and it brings me joy. Because I like voicing games. Because I like creating funky little voices. Yeah.
I joined even later.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
I-
you
Sooner or
you're
later.
here, man. You know, it's awesome.
Void!
I like how I'm the resident Gato sim. I'm the resident Gato.
Yeah, speaking of which, Mars, I mean, you know, other than everything related to Gato, what did you think?
I actually really enjoyed the game. I think the characters were pretty wacky. I like how the story all tied together. Fucking hate Dahlia. That bitch deserved
Yeah,
death.
fuck Dahlia. All my homies hate Dahlia.
Fuck that bitch. I hope she
What
gets no
the-
bitches. I hope she gets no more bitches in her life. Unlike me, who gets all the bitches.
You don't get any
Mars.
bitches.
I don't get any bitches, but I can dream. Anyways, yeah, I like the game. It was nice.
And then you wake up and cry.
Boy, you
Yeah.
were here for
Yeah,
pretty
you
much
have
the
no
final
room to
case.
talk.
What do you
Yeah, for the
think?
final case, I've always
With
loved
the
Ace
name,
Attorney.
yeah.
It was a game a game series I really liked. It was really fun sticking around. I hope there's more streams. I hope we do investigations.
No.
And you know, Professor Layton Ace Attorney. I'm just hoping for that one too.
Okay, let's not get into it.
We're never touching that. I grew up on Professor Layton. Fuck that game
I have to
series.
play the Professor Layton games too. Otherwise,
Why
half of the
not?
fucking game's gonna
You
go
don't
over
need
my
to catch
head.
up with the
dude.
Professor Layton lore.
No, you don't need to. The lore doesn't revolve around it, please.
I love the image that Chaotic sent. It has to be my favorite out of everything that he's made for this entire stream.
Anyway,
Stream series.
anyway,
Look in
Crow,
stream
as
chat.
a seasoned Ace Attorney veteran, what are your
Yeah,
thoughts?
that's me. Revisiting Trials and Tribulations specifically, I forgot how much I actually liked Rondelay. Because originally my top three have always been Fulbright, DeBest, and then it's been like a clash between like multiple villain characters, mainly like Kristoff or whatever. And then I come back and I see the little Mippy, and I get to voice the little Mippy, and I'm like, oh. Oh,
I
this
love
man's-
Ron. I would
this
give him a
man's so
solid
pathetic.
kiss on
I
the
love
lips.
him.
Despite the fact that
I
he
love
digged himself a
voicing
deeper
Destiny.
hole than the fucking
I don't care.
chorus opening.
Listen. If
Dude,
If
here's the
I-
thing. I don't care. I want to smooch
If-
that man. He is
listen,
cute.
I'll let it go, because if I can wake up early to be a Maya hater, Trent can wake up early to be a Delight hater. It's fine.
Fair enough. I don't like Maya either, but she's pretty neat.
Yeah. Speaking.
I'd give her a
speaking of
solid pat on the back.
I it's been like a hot minute since I've gone through like all three of the games, so revisiting some of the cases and kind of realizing, oh man, that was a little fucked up. That was a little silly. Oh my goodness. Man, specifically
Mario.
specifically not.
Sorry,
In terms of like readjusting some rankings, I like Manfred more. I like Gant more. I like Ungard way less. I think I hate him. I hate him a lot more now. I hate the circus case a lot more.
Yes. We all do.
Because I completely, like, my brain blotted out the whole Maximilian.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's a lot. No. Here's the thing. When it came to that case, the case before, we were talking about the case after, where it was with the circus case. We were talking about that one.
No, I'm
we were
aware.
talking about that. We were talking about that one.
Yeah.
At the end of the second case, and you guys painted it being like one of the worst cases. And while it was less worse than I thought it was, but it was still pretty fucking awful.
Yeah. So
Like that was awful. That was
Yeah,
god
if
awful.
I-
I
if
would
I
play that
may-
one once and leave.
Oh, wait, Trent, one more thing. Upon revisiting Trebian, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad as I thought. it would be.
Compared to the circus one, it's not that
Oh,
bad.
no.
No, not
Between
even
the
just,
circus
not
one,
even just
yeah.
compared to the circus one. Not even compared to the circus. It's just kind of a mid case.
I think that what makes the image of
I had
accent like more
voicing
funny.
Violetta, and that's the only thing I liked about it.
All right. Now, yeah, I will say this.
All
Trials
I
and
want is Walkie
Tribulations.
to talk to the
Trials and Tribulations is like Return of the Jedi to me, right? It's like, you know, it's not as strong, I feel, as the other two games. However, it is a damn good game for what it sets out to do. All right?
Wait, do you mean Justice for All, or
Well, listen. All right. No, that's analogy. That's analogy. But okay.
what?
So listen. So
You're losing me.
case two. Let me fucking make my point, Crow. So case two of this game. I'll start with like the ones that have nothing to do with the overarching plot. Fine, really. Rondelite being a protagonist or like a defendant at least that works actively against you gets a little irritating, but at the same time
You're Fisk.
you're also introduced to Goddo for the first time, who really makes a fucking first impression. Oh dear God. Like, you know, half of those innuendos that I made as Goddo, that was all him. That was all text, you know.
This is true.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was fun. And Luke Batman was a fun villain. Like, I must say, he's like one of the stronger one-off Ace Attorney villains.
He is a little goober.
Yeah. Case 3. Yes, I will
He
admit
is kind of goopy.
not as bad as I remember it, but it still sucks. It's still pretty bad. Not as bad as the circus case. That is no. I don't think anything will ever reach that fucking rock bottom. But it still has some obnoxious ass witnesses.
Nah,
And
I
it
can
has
think of like
some
two worst
aggravating.
cases.
It has some aggravating fucking mechanics too, especially with the fucking Furio Tigre mechanic. And it is still the stupidest way to take a villain down. No. That motherfucker could have walked skedaddled on free, but he did a fucking Daffy Duck moment and incriminated himself like so unnecessarily roughly. It just
Well, no,
so
Trent, hear me out. It's fine because we all know that Furio Tigre is a little bitch.
no, but like the guy, it just doesn't ring right with me, honestly. Like the game, it's a case is just not enjoyable. And then we move into the overarching story of the game, which is unequivocally everyone's favorite part about this game. Starting with Case 4, chronologically, absolutely amazing case, seeing Edgeworth and Mia and Gatto, like all these recognizable cool faces,
Praise God.
with that fucking gut punch of an ending with what happened with Terry Falls too. And then of course,
Terry,
yeah, and then of
I
course you
miss
have
him.
the first case
except
of the
for
game.
the whole child thing.
You have the first case of the game too, which is like also unfortunately no Diego and Edgeworth. So you have Grossberg and Payne. But, you know, it's a case
Luckily, his hair got blown off, so that's what
Yeah.
I care about.
Yeah, Payne is now a balding old man, and the
Good.
judge still
Oh my
hates him.
god.
Even back then, judge still hated him. And then of course, the fucking coup de grace of the entire Phoenix Wright trilogy, Bridge to Turnabout, which I have to say has some slogs, but is still a damn good case. It is. If people say that this is like the best case in the entire series, I would not argue against it. It is pretty fucking awesome.
Pretty
For one-
solid.
For
You
one
know,
thing,
it's definitely up there.
for one thing, you get to play as fucking Edgeworth, which I mean, duh.
That's for the first time too, so.
Yeah, this is for the first time, mind you. This is before investigations. That's freaking badass, because Edgeworth's badass, and he definitely demonstrates that he is the most competent protagonist in like Ace Attorney. Like,
Hey.
Phoenix Wright's cool, but Edgeworth gets shit done.
Apollo's stupid. Apollo's
I mean, Miles, you know, watching the case, he definitely knew what he was doing more than Phoenix.
Shut
Yeah,
your mouth.
But it's still a good case, though, and it culminates like so much of the fucking Phoenix Wright lore into like this one point. Like, this wasn't just about like Dahlia Hawthorne. This dealt with shit like DL6 and the fucking case and Justice for All. Like, this was like literally the culmination of not only Trials and Tribulations, but the entire trilogy. Like, if the franchise ended at Trials and Tribulations, I don't think anyone would be upset.
I would
like-
be upset.
Like, no, not knowing what happens with investigations or Apollo's Justice or any of that,
Oh, okay.
this would be a good ending for Phoenix Wright. Of
No, you're
course,
right.
you know,
it's too much of a moneymaker for me, so obviously I can't end it here. But it is without a doubt a very strong entry in the Phoenix Wright franchise. I will say this: Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations is a good game and one of the stronger Phoenix Wright games.